Well, hello, everyone. Welcome to Chillin' with Millen. I feel like I have made it big today, y'all. I have with me a celebrity at Microsoft. If I do say so myself, everyone knows who she is. Megan Lawrence, would you please introduce yourself to everyone here watching?
Oh my gosh, that is just way too kind. I don't know if I would call myself famous, but I am super passionate about Microsoft accessibility. So, I'll take that. So I'm Megan Lawrence, and I'm the Senior Accessibility Evangelist working here for Jenny Lee, our Chief Accessibility Officer. And I'm also the co-lead of employees with mental health conditions through our disability ERG.
Oh, that's fantastic. Thank you, Megan. I also follow that ERG is fantastic. So Megan, I like to start these out with a fun and unique fact. So can you give us one about yourself?
Okay, are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
I am a classically trained second soprano.
Wow, that is
Right?
awesome.
I know, and I have to say that I probably don't sing as much as I could or should these days, but music is so at the center of our life. We have music on in our house all the time. I work with music in the back. It just is one of those ways that we engage in wellness at our house.
Oh, that is so cool. I won't make you do it on camera, but I'm sure you'd blow us away if you sang a few notes. So we'll do that another day.
Okay, yeah, for the next one.
There you go. So Megan, without further ado, would you go ahead and share your screen and show us how to use Teams to achieve more?
Yeah, you bet. So first of all, there are 3 tips that I'm going to give you guys today. There is a lot of amazing accessibility features, but I really want to hit on 3 really critical topics. Now, the first one is closed captioning. Here you can see below that as I speak, you see a picture of me as well as my name, and then it begins to use speech to text to go ahead and make sure that there is text at the bottom of the screen, right?
How do you turn that on, Megan?
Oh, great. You go to more actions here at the top. You pop down and there is a button that says turn on or turn off live captions.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Oh, and I see is my name going to pop up when I'm oh, there it is. Very cool.
So one of the things that I love about this particular tool is if you're deaf or hard of hearing, this is critical as we all work remotely more and more to be able to follow the conversation and know who's speaking at what time, right? But one of the things that I also like is that what we're doing when we use captions is creating a universal design learning environment. UDL, it's a long way of saying when I engage you with multiple senses, you may be able to see my expressions, hear my voice, follow along with the text below. We quite literally remember more information, and hopefully we want everybody to remember more of what we say.
Absolutely. I'll tell you what, when I'm in a noisy environment, which happens even in COVID days with my kids screaming, me turning this on really helps because sometimes I honestly just can't hear what's going on or who said what. So good point on that, Megan.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite, and the new feature that has the little picture, I don't know, I love it. I think it's pretty cool. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and leave that on because I think that it's great for users just to continue to see. But I do want to make one extra point is that each individual can turn that on themselves. So for example, you may have your closed caption on and I wouldn't necessarily know it. We want to create a culture where people are proud of their disability, but when people are ready to tell their own story, which is deeply personal, we want to make sure we've got the tools there to support them.
We talked about that before this interview, Megan. We talked about an interesting statistic with respect to disability. I know a lot of people hear that and they think, well, I don't think I fit in that category. I'm just curious, could you outline what that really means for folks?
Yeah, so about 1 in 5 people have a disability today. And so when we really lean into the power of inclusive design, what we're doing is making sure that we're providing products that are accessible for people with a permanent disability, but really we're just creating great products that everyone loves. So I, for example, have fibromyalgia, which is a chronic pain disease. So I can't sit at my desk day in and day out and type. So I use dictation all the time, right? I'll write an email with my voice or I'll write a Word document. But now imagine that you've broken your arm, right? Now all of a sudden being able to write with your voice becomes a really great tool as you're healing. But you might be like my husband, who frankly sends all of his text messages with the microphone on his smartphone. He just prefers and expects that that is how technology is going to work. So that's really the power of all the accessibility features, is to really think about, yes, these are tools that people need, but this is great usability.
Oh, that's fantastic. Awesome. Okay. So what else we got, Megan? So we have the closed captioning, which is very useful, especially when you have a lot of people in meetings. You can see who's saying what. What else would benefit our audience?
Okay. The next thing I'm going to show you is my Teams channel. So here I've got a team channel that I share with one of the marketing experts on our team. And so here, when I go to a chat, I can go to the three little dots, which are more options, and pop down and go into Immersive Reader. Now, Immersive Reader has a bunch of capabilities to just basically customize your own reading view. So for example, you can easily make text a little bit bigger or a little bit smaller. Great if you have low vision or if you can't find your reading glasses.
Yeah.
You can do things like change the background colors. So a pastel background like this purple with black text actually improves reading comprehension for people with dyslexia. And we know that about 75% of people with dyslexia never tell their employer. So here we have it built in for people to use. Wow. You can pop into high contrast mode with a yellow background with black text for low vision, or you can see here, I tend to use the black theme, just reduces eye strain over time.
Yeah.
You can break down parts of speech. So like show me the nouns in yellow, show me verbs in green, adjectives in red, right? And then you can have the entire thing read out loud.
Oh, I think we'd have to share the audio. I wasn't able to hear it, but I know that it works. I've done that before as well. So that's really cool.
Right. So what we see here is this: we're engaging people, allowing people to engage with the information in ways that make sense. So I met with the CEO of NTT, which is a large telecommunications company, and he told me, my English is pretty good, but now I use Immersive Reader all the time because I just want to reinforce that what I'm getting actually, that I comprehend it. But to that point, we can, in fact, translate the entire Word document into over 68, I think, languages now.
Wow, that's
so
awesome.
Here you can see I've translated the whole thing into French.
Wow.
You can go ahead and have that read out loud again. But here's my favorite part. You pop back to the original chats and nothing's changed.
That's fantastic.
So everybody can customize and use the tools that work for them. And nobody necessarily has to know, or everybody can choose what works best.
Oh, see, I learned something, Megan. That is super cool. I appreciate you sharing that. And I know that you could even make your team's background that high contrast or black as well. So that's really cool. So talk to us a little bit about, you showed us closed captioning. What about recording a meeting and that transcription? What's the value of doing that, Megan?
Yeah, so first of all, let's show you where that's at. Again, more options. It's like, if you remember anything from today, it's check out what's in more options, right?
Absolutely.
So a couple of things. One, I love together mode. We know that relating to each other in a 2D world literally takes more brain power. It is just more exhausting. So even looking at each other in that gallery view or that together mode view can actually reduce some stress and anxiety. You can also go ahead and record here. So you can record a meeting. You can get that great transcript. Automatically goes over to stream, right? And now what you can do is you can take that transcript, edit it if you need it to be edited, and then embed it so it's a closed caption file. So now when you take that video and you throw it on a Teams channel, or you want to write a blog or put it on LinkedIn, you've got an accessible video that you can share.
Wow, that is super powerful. Megan, we have learned a lot today. Is there anything else you would want to say in closing to our viewers?
Yeah, thank you so much. So to me, accessibility is one of those conversations that's incredibly important for all of us in the way that we build cultures of inclusion in all of our organizations. And if you really want to learn a little bit more, we have the Accessibility Fundamentals Badge, which is a badge that anybody can take in any organization to learn a little bit more about accessibility and disability inclusion. So I encourage you all to check it out.
That is awesome. Do you know, is there a link, Megan, for that, or is there an aka.ms or anything like that that we can send our viewers to?
Yes, there is. And of course, I can't say it off the top of my head, so we're going to have to put that on the screen.
We'll put that on the screen, no problem. Once you type that out, I'll have it pop up on the screen. But Megan, thank you so much for your time today. I know I'm better for it, and our viewers are as well. We appreciate you chilling with Millen. Thank you very much.
Hey, thank you.
We'll see ya.